Hey, cat moms and cat dads! Welcome back. Picture this. You walk into your living room. Fluffy is on the couch. Sergeant Pepper is on the cat tree. There's no hissing, no fur flying. It looks like a perfect, harmonious home. You think, oh, they love each other. But what if I told you this scene could be the feline version of a Cold War? A tense, unspoken standoff where the slightest wrong move could lead to total chaos. Are they truly friends, or just roommates who've agreed not to escalate? For now, today, we are becoming cat detectives. We are going to decode the secret signals and find out the truth about your cat's relationship. So grab your magnifying glass and first, tell me the names of your suspected frenemies in the comments below. Before we dive in, let's remember what we're dealing with. Cats are, at their core, tiny, solitary predators. They're not naturally programmed to live in big, happy groups like dogs. In the wild, they stake out their own territory and defend it fiercely. Then we, their well-meaning giant staff, bring another cat into their kingdom and say, "Here, be friends with this stranger who smells weird and might steal your food." It's like your parents bringing home a random person and telling you this is your new sibling and you have to share your bedroom. So, when cats do form a genuine bond, it's a huge deal. It goes against some of their deepest instincts, which makes it all the more special when it happens, and all the more important for us to recognise. First, let's bust a huge myth. Myth number 1. If they aren't fighting, they must be friends. Oh, how I wish it were that simple. This is the biggest mistake cat parents make. The absence of outright war does not mean there's peace. Cats are masters of passive aggression. They can wage an entire psychological campaign without ever raising a paw. A home where two cats simply ignore each other, meticulously avoiding eye contact and maintaining a 5-foot bubble of personal space at all times, isn't a friendly home. It's a feline Switzerland. It's neutral territory, a carefully negotiated truce. They're not friends, they're co-workers who have divided the office space and communicate only through polite, impersonal emails. True friendship is active, not passive. This leads us to the concept of the cat Cold War. What does that look like? It's subtle. It's one cat casually sitting in a doorway, blocking the other cat's path to the litter box. It's a silent, unblinking stare from across the room that lasts just a little too long. It's one cat leaving the room the moment the other one enters. These aren't dramatic YouTube-worthy brawls. They are quiet acts of intimidation and territorial control. The cats have essentially agreed that open conflict is too costly, so they've resorted to espionage and sanctions. They are tolerating each other's existence because you provide the food and shelter, but make no mistake, they have drawn their own invisible borders throughout your house, and crossing them has consequences. So what does real friendship look like? Let's talk about the absolute gold standard, mutual grooming or allo-grooming. This is when cats lick and groom each other. It might look like they're just helping each other with a hard-to-reach spot, but it's so much more than that. This behaviour is learned in kittenhood from their mother. It's an act of affection, comfort and deep trust. When one cat grooms another, they are sharing their scent and creating a communal family scent. It's like they're creating a team jersey that says, "We belong together. You are part of my inner circle." If you see your cats gently grooming each other's heads and necks, you can pop the champagne. That is the clearest sign you have a truly bonded pair. They are family. But wait, there's a dark side to grooming. You have to watch the context. Sometimes grooming isn't friendly at all. It can be a power move. Have you ever seen one cat vigorously grooming another, and it suddenly turns into a bite and a hiss? This is called agonistic grooming. It's a dominance display disguised as affection. The dominant cat is essentially saying, "I am in charge here, and I will groom you whether you like it or not." True, friendly grooming is relaxed and reciprocal. The cats will seem calm, they might purr, and they'll often take turns. Agonistic grooming is tense, one-sided, and often ends with one cat getting annoyed and walking away or swatting back. So, watch closely. Is it a gentle spa day or a hostile takeover? Next up, the ultimate act of vulnerability, sleeping together. I don't just mean sleeping in the same room. I mean physically touching, curled up in a yin-yang of fur, a head resting on a back, paws intertwined. Sleep is a cat's most vulnerable state. By choosing to sleep while touching another cat, they are saying, I trust you so completely that I am willing to be unconscious next to you. I trust you to protect me, not to attack me. It's a massive statement in the feline world. This is especially true if they do it in an open area, not just crammed into a small cat bed. It shows a level of comfort and security with each other that simply cannot be faked. If your cats are a cuddle puddle, you've hit the friendship jackpot. Now let's clarify the sleeping arrangements. Many cats who are just tolerating each other will happily sleep on the same king-size bed with you, but look at the spacing. Are they on opposite corners? Do they make sure there's a human buffer zone between them? That's not friendship. That's just resource guarding the best sleeping spot in the house, your bed. They both want the comfy spot with the giant warm human, so they've agreed to a timeshare. The real test is whether they seek each other out for a nap when you're not around. Do you find them snoozing together in a sunbeam or sharing a cat tree perch? That's a choice driven by companionship, not just convenience. The difference is subtle, but incredibly important. Let's talk about cat kisses. I'm talking about the slow blink. You've probably done this with your cat. You look at them, slowly close your eyes, and open them again. In cat language, this is a sign of trust and affection. Direct, unbroken eye contact is a threat. By closing their eyes, a cat is showing they are not a threat and they trust you not to attack them. When cats do this to each other, it's a beautiful thing. It's a quiet, respectful acknowledgement. It's them saying, I see you, I'm cool with you, we're good. It's the silent, mutual head nod of friendship. If you catch your cats exchanging slow blinks from across the room, it's a very positive sign that their relationship is built on mutual respect and a lack of hostility. Another huge sign of a bonded family unit is scent swapping or aloe rubbing. This is when cats rub their heads, cheeks and bodies against each other. It's adorable, but it's also critical social behaviour. Cats have scent glands all over their faces and bodies, and by rubbing on each other, they are mixing their individual scents to create a single unified colony scent. It's their way of building a group identity. It says, we are a team. We smell the same. We are safe. This behaviour signals acceptance and affiliation. If your cats frequently greet each other with head bunts or by winding their tails together like a furry pretzel, they are actively reinforcing their social bond. They are constantly reminding each other that they are part of the same family. Now for the fun one, playtime. But not all play is created equal. True, friendly play between cats has a few key characteristics. First, it's reciprocal. They take turns being the hunter and the hunted. One cat will chase the other, and then they'll switch. Second, their body language is relaxed and bouncy. Their claws are retracted, and their bites are gentle nips not meant to injure. You might see what's called play face, with their mouths slightly open. Third, it's usually quiet. A little chirping is fine, but deep growling or hissing means the game has gone too far. Healthy play is how cats bond, practice their hunting skills, and burn off energy together. It's a sign that they enjoy each other's company. The opposite of healthy play is bullying. This often looks like play to the untrained human eye, but it's a form of harassment. In a bullying scenario, it's always the same cat doing the chasing and pouncing, and the same cat running and hiding. The victim cat might have its ears pinned back, its tail puffed up, and it might be trying to get away. The bully doesn't respect signals to stop. They will corner the other cat and won't let them leave. A key indicator is the aftermath. After true play, the cats might groom each other or nap near each other. After a bullying session, the victim will likely hide and avoid the other cat for a while. If the play in your house always seems one-sided and stressful for one of your cats, it's not play, it's conflict. Let's move on to the red flags, the undeniable signs that your cats are not friends. The first and most subtle one is blocking. This is a strategic power move. Blocking is when one cat uses its body to control the other cat's access to important resources. This could be them lying down in the hallway that leads to the litter box, forcing the other cat to find a different, more stressful route. It could be them sitting right next to the food bowls, staring down the other cat when it tries to approach for a meal. It may look innocent. Oh, he's just loafing in the doorway. But it's a deliberate act of intimidation. The blocking cat is saying, I control this space. You may only pass with my permission. It's a quiet declaration of dominance and a major source of stress. Let's look at more examples of blocking because it's so easy to miss. Does one cat always claim the highest perch on the cat tree, looking down, literally, on the other? That's a form of blocking access to vertical space, which is very important for cat confidence. Does one cat escort you to the kitchen every time you go, effectively preventing the other, shyer cat from getting any one-on-one attention from you? That's blocking access to you, the most valuable resource of all. Pay attention to the geography of your home. If you notice one cat consistently creates roadblocks for the other, it's a clear sign of a troubled relationship. The victim cat may even start exhibiting stress-related behaviours, like urinating outside the litter box because they are too afraid to cross the bully's path. Another major red flag is the staring contest. This is not the friendly, slow-blinking gaze we talked about earlier. This is a hard, direct, unblinking stare. In the animal kingdom, this is a universal sign of a threat. It's a challenge. The cat doing the staring is saying, I'm watching you. Don't you dare make a move. It's an attempt to intimidate the other cat into backing down or leaving the area. If you see your cats locked in a silent staring contest from across the room, don't just dismiss it. It's a moment of high tension that could easily escalate into a fight if one of the cats doesn't yield. It's the feline equivalent of two cowboys in a saloon, hands hovering over their guns. It is not friendly. The body language that accompanies this hard stare is critical. A friendly cat's posture is relaxed. A cat in a standoff will be tense. Their body might be low to the ground, coiled like a spring. Their ears might be turned to the side or flattened against their head. We call this airplane ears. Their tail might be twitching or thumping on the floor. These are all signs of agitation and arousal. They are preparing for a potential conflict. If you see this combination, the hard stare plus tense body language, it's a good idea to create a distraction. Casually toss a toy in a different direction or make a noise in the kitchen. This can break the tension and prevent a full-blown fight, allowing both cats to retreat without losing face. A very telling sign of a non-friendship is consistent avoidance. If your cats live in the same house but seem to exist in different dimensions, that's not a good sign. If Mittens is always upstairs, while Shadow is always downstairs, and they only cross paths during a mad dash to the food bowl, they are actively choosing to avoid each other. This isn't just a coincidence. They have learned that interacting with each other is stressful or unpleasant, so their solution is to create separate territories within your home. They have agreed to disagree, and the terms of their disagreement involve never, ever having to be in the same room. While this is less dramatic than fighting, it's a clear indicator that there is no positive social bond between them. Let's dive deeper into resource guarding, because it's not always about food. A resource is anything a cat values. This could be a favourite toy, a specific sunbeam that appears at 2 p.m, the softest blanket, or you. Guarding this resource can look like hissing or growling when the other cat approaches. It can be sleeping on a pile of toys to claim them all. A very common one is lap guarding. Does one cat immediately jump down the second the other cat tries to share your lap? Or worse, do they hiss and swat at the newcomer? They are treating your attention as a finite resource that must be defended. In a truly friendly relationship, cats are more willing to share resources, or at least take turns without hostility. What about chasing? Sometimes it's play, sometimes it's terror. How do you tell the difference? A playful chase is often loud with the cats thundering through the house. It's bouncy and inefficient. As we said before, they might take turns. A predatory or aggressive chase is different. It's silent and low to the ground. The aggressor is focused, and the victim is genuinely trying to escape. A huge clue is where the chase ends. Does it end with the victim hiding under a bed, tail puffed, possibly hissing? That's not play. Also, listen for vocalizations. Play is mostly silent. A chase that involves growling, hissing, or shrieking is a fight period. It's crucial to intervene in these situations to protect the victim from stress and potential injury. Let's be real. A lot of the time, the relationship isn't black and white. It's not pure love or pure hate. Many cats exist in a grey area. Maybe they sleep on the same bed but on opposite ends. Maybe they occasionally touch noses in greeting but never groom each other. Maybe they play nicely for 5 minutes, but it always ends with one cat getting too rough. Cat relationships are complex, just like human ones. They can have good days and bad days. They can be friendly acquaintances rather than soulmates, and that's okay. The goal isn't always to have 2 cats who are inseparable. The goal is to have a peaceful home where neither cat is living in a state of constant stress or fear. Toleration is a perfectly acceptable outcome. And finally, let's talk about the biggest factor in the room. You. Your role as the cat resource manager is huge. Are there enough resources to go around? This means multiple litter boxes, multiple food and water stations, and lots of vertical spaces and hiding spots. The rule of thumb is 1 resource per cat, plus 1 extra. Spreading these resources out prevents competition and blocking. If both cats have to eat out of bowls right next to each other, you're forcing a confrontation. By creating a world of abundance, you reduce their need to compete. Your actions, your home layout, and how you distribute your attention can either foster peace or fuel the flames of conflict. You are the architect of their social world. Here's a final test you can run. Let's call it the treat test. It's a great way to gauge the tension levels. Take some high-value treats that both cats love. In a neutral space like the living room, place the cats several feet apart. Then, place a treat an equal distance from each of them. Watch their reactions. Do they both walk forward confidently and eat their treat? Great sign. Does one cat wait until the other is finished before approaching? That shows deference. Does one cat rush forward, eat its treat, and then go over and shoulder the other cat out of the way to steal theirs? That's a bully. This simple test can tell you a lot about the power dynamics in your home when you're not looking. So there you have it, the secret language of cat relationships, decoded. Now you know what to look for. It's not just about the hissing and fighting. It's in the slow blinks, the head bunts, the sleeping positions, and the casual blocking in a doorway. By understanding these subtle cues, you can truly understand the dynamic in your home. And remember, even if your cats aren't best friends who braid each other's fur, lick each other's fur, it doesn't mean you failed. Creating a stable, peaceful environment where they can coexist without fear is a huge accomplishment. We love them for their quirks, their independence, and even their petty feuds. Thank you so much for watching. If you learned something new, please give this video a thumbs up, subscribe for more cat mysteries, and share it with a friend who's also trying to figure out their furry roommates. Now for the final question. Based on these signs, what's the verdict in your house? Are your cats BFFs, sworn enemies, or just polite co-workers? Let us all know in the comments.